guys, it is Kayla Waller with Waller Adventures, and we are in Santos, Florida, and we're going to check out this historic baseball field. So stick around, check it out. All right, so we finished up our camping trip here in Santos, Florida. Well, it's technically Ocala, but it's kind of like a little city off of Ocala called Santos. And when I was leaving, I was looking at the map, to go back home, and I saw that there was a historic baseball field here. So I wanted to come check it out, and it's pretty cool. It looks pretty neat. So let's go walk around and look at it. Alrighty, we got the good old American flag flying. Yeah, check it out. I mean, it's like a legit baseball field. Like, they don't have the mounds and stuff out here. But yeah, it's pretty neat. Look at it. It's a nice green field out there. Got some dirt going on. But yeah. You got your little gazebos out there, and you got your little your dugout kind of right there on that side as well. So on this side you got your basketball court. You got a little gazebo thing over there. I'm going to come over here and see what this sign says. Alright, so the sign says Historic Santos Ball Field and Recreation Area. Alright, so we're gonna walk over here, see if there's anything on this little board. Alright, so on this side it tells you everything you need to know about the historic baseball field. So instead of, having, to pause the video and read the sign for yourself ordeal, I'll kind of abbreviate it on what's going on here. So it says the history of Santos community. In 1882, John A. Cole and his family established the community of Santos and named it for the town in Brazil where he and his family lived following the American Civil War. So this has been here since the Civil War. It says when Cole and his family returned to the United States, they brought along 2 Brazilian slaves, Benedict and Sria, who adopted the family name. The Coles soon engaged in farming and the harvesting of timber on the land they had purchased. John A. Cole's son-in-law, J.M. Little, went to operate a general store and post office in the community. Known descendants of the Benedict and Serena Cole were Rudolph and Lonnie Hershey Jr. So that's pretty neat. I wonder if I can. I have to look and I have to look on the map and see if there's a historic Santos area. So it says, as early as 1889, Santos was known as a flag station along the tracks of the Florida Transit and Peninsular Railroad or Railway. That explains why when I was camping, you can hear the train. I literally, so on the way here, I passed it and was like, oh, there's my turn, and I had to go over the train tracks and do a U-turn. But yeah, you can hear the train at the campground. Says a number of businesses served a population of over 100 people before the proposed cross-Florida barge canal displayed the town in the mid-1930s. So Santos had 2 general stores, a post office, and a school, and several churches. It says Philip Samuel owned a barbershop and a fish market that was owned by Benjamin Samuel. It says Angus Collins owned one of the 2 juke joints, nightclubs. Santos was a hub for shipping local produce, and its rock crushing facility supported the lime rock mining industry. Today, 19 historic markers commemorate sites where Santos businesses once stood. Maybe I can look that up and see where they are, and maybe we can just drive by and look at it. But I do know the campground that we were staying at is the Santos Trailhead campground, and campground. That whole area, the vortex that I rode my mountain bike on, that is a quarry, and they were digging all that out for the canal, and I think the Greenway bridge, they were digging all that out. But apparently, that didn't happen, because now it is a campground and a kind of like a recreational area. Fielder Well, located at the corner of Southeast 73rd Street and Southeast 41st Street, was the major water source and community gathering point. Roper Farm School provided education for grades 1 through 8 under the guidance of Professor H.R. Burrell as principal. Spiritual needs of the community were served by 3 churches: the Holiness Church, Calvary Baptist, and the Methodist Church, which later became known as Little Chapel United Methodist Church. So it says the game of baseball, which is the baseball field that's behind us, it says, the game of baseball played an important role in the lives of Santos townspeople. The area featured a baseball diamond, which was part of the Southeast Circuit of the Negro League Baseball in 1890s. So this field has been here since the 1890s. It says the Santos community's baseball team played regularly against other regional teams and enjoyed occasional games against visiting Negro League teams. So Santos has a big, huge, long history of the African Americans here, which is really, really neat. That's really cool. There's a little bit of piece of African American history here. That's nice. It says the original baseball diamond was located nearby, but it is now overgrown and on a privately owned property. So that's not the original one. It says in 2003, the historic Santos Recreation Community and the Florida Department of Environmental Protection's Office of Greenways and Trails opened the historic Santos Recreation Area to create a lasting legacy for the Santos community and a place where families can once again play ball. Alright, so that being said, this is not the original baseball field. I thought it was, but that's really cool that the community opened up a historic recreation area to continue on playing baseball. That's really neat. Alright, so I'm gonna get back in the truck and I'm gonna see if I can't find the other historic places. I think it said there was a couple of them. Let me see if I can't pull anything up, and maybe we can do a drive-by and just see what we can see. All right, so walking back to the truck, I kind of pulled up the information on my phone. It says many of the settlers were displaced in the mid-1930s to make way for the Great Depression era sea level cross Florida ship canal. The project was funded for only a few years under President Franklin Roosevelt with intentions to put people back to work. The project successfully employed approximately 8,000 workers at its peak. Today there is a multi-use sports field near the location of a former historic Negro League baseball field. There's a basketball court, numerous picnic thing, whole 9 yards, which is here, which is what's behind us. So it says historic Santos is located just east of US 441 on Southeast 80th Street, adjacent to the Marion County Sheriff's Station in the middle of the US 441. So let's go check it out. Okay, so after doing a little bit of research on Google Maps, we left the campground and hung a right, and we had to cross 2 big, huge roads. Right in the middle of that is where the Marion County Sheriff's Office is. So this right here is Southeast 80th Street. So this whole area, like this recreation area, this whole little area is like historic Santos. So we'll leave here and hang a right and see what else we can see. There's also like a Paradise Springs thing. I might can see if I can swing by there and check that out as well. Alright, so when I was getting the directions to the Paradise Springs to see what that is, I did see where it had the church on the map, and I think that's where I did my U-turn in their parking lot. And if that is, it is a pretty cool site. There's nothing there. It's an old abandoned building, so let's go do that. Let's go check that out. All right, so here's the railroad right here. Yeah, they're really, really slow over it because it's pretty intense. Oof, oof, oof. Oh, there's a dirt road that goes to a cemetery, it says. Alright, so we're just going to pop out and look at this building real quick. But on the Google Maps, it says the True Pentecostal Temple of God. So I'll show you what the building looks like real quick. We're going to just pop out real quick. I'm going to leave my truck keys in the truck so they don't yell at me. Saying like, oh, you don't have your keys and your keys are too far away. Alright, so like, this is like the church. Check it out. It's like an abandoned old building. That's pretty intense. That's really neat. Alright, so according to like the map, you can't really see it because it's doing its little, thing. But there's a little corner up here, which is we're getting ready to take right now. We'll see what's around this corner. And then we'll probably do a U-turn so we can go back to the Paradise Springs and see what that's all about. Alright, just stopping on the road real quick. It says Filter Well. So I guess the well is over there, back up that way. I'm not going to trample through that and see what's back there, but that's where Filter Well is. Okay, so we're back on 27. So if you hang a left, that goes to Santos, and then Santos Trailhead is over to the right. So we were just in Santos, technically. That little area was historic Santos. So there is the sheriff's office right there. It's like right in the middle of the roads. All right, so it says cemetery. Let's check out this cemetery because we keep driving. Well, never mind. We're not going to do that because it's going down like a dirt road. I'm not about that life. All right, so the Paradise Springs thing goes down a dirt road, and plus on Google it says it's closed, so I don't think it's a thing anymore. So we're going to go back to where we came from, going to the historic site. As it says Santos, hang a right. So we're going to drive a little bit that way and maybe even see what else we can look and see what we can find. Okay, so I drove around over here to the left, and there's just nothing but like neighborhoods back here, and I'm parked in the school parking lot for a second. So one, I found out the reasoning for the airplanes flying over during my camping trip is because there is a airport called Flying Dutchman Ranch Airport. That's pretty intense. So if you look on the map here, I'll show you. Here, let me put it on my leg so you can see a little better. So if you look on the map, it says Santos, and we're right here where the blue dot is. So that intersection right there, that's the campground where we were camping. There's the sheriff's office. So this section right here is Santos. So we're going to go back out and hit that little intersection again, and we're going to drive down this road. There is an Ocala Drive-In right there. Check that out. So we'll drive by that and see what's going on there. And then, yeah, we'll see what else is going on this main strip. And, but yeah, but that main strip takes you to Ocala. Check that out. Drive-In Theater. That is pretty neat. Oh my God. They're showing Captain America. I can't, and Heart Eyes. This is Last Breath, Paddington. Wow! That is pretty neat. Look at that. Wow. That up here, that is the screen. So you go and park in there. I don't know if I can walk around so y'all can see it. Alright, so I'm in like the do not enter part, but that's pretty neat. There's a flea market back there too. I'm gonna just poke my head around and look and see what's going on. Alright, so the guy that was driving the tractor, he said that the weekends they had the flea market here, and they also do camping out here too, which is pretty neat. But check this out, look at it. Wow. So they got the concession stand over there for like a drive-in, but that's where all the flea market stuff is. Around that side, it says Ocala Drive-In Flea Market. But yeah, check out, look at that. That is pretty neat. Wow. That's really, really cool. But yeah, so like you yeah, you can drive through here and then you park for the movie. That's pretty cool. That's really neat. But yeah, it says flea market in the back. And then yeah. So it's like a flea market and a drive-in at the same time. That's pretty cool. Wow. I know they have some drive-in like theaters, you know, like drive-in movie theaters around here. I know Jen said she's been to one before, but I've never seen one up in person. Like, this is really, really neat. But like, look at my truck compared to the screen. Look at that. That's a big, huge screen. Check it out. Wow. All right, so I pulled up the website to the drive-in, and here, let me go back to the top. But yeah, it's a legit working drive-in. But yeah, like it says, same low prices. Yeah, they got Screen 1, and they got like Captain America, and then they got Heart Eyes, and Last Breath, and Paddington. That's what they're showing right now. That's pretty neat. Okay, so it says the Ocala Drive-In opened in 1948 and shut down in 2002. Only to reopen a year later before again closing in 2007. And in 2011, that's when this guy, John Watsky, operated it. And yeah, it says, once again, his brother Charlie bought the 1948 old school drive-in, completely remodeled it, and brought it back to life in 2011. That's pretty cool. That's really neat. But here's the article from the Ocala Gazette, and that's the owner of the drive-in right there. But yeah, wow, that was really, really cool, and a lot of fun. That was so cool. I mean, you never know what you're going to run into in like these small little towns of like Florida, even like North Carolina, any state where they got little small little towns. You always find some really, really cool stuff and a lot of history. Like Santos dates back to like the 1800s and stuff like that, and they've got a lot of African American history, especially baseball. And then the drive-in theater has been here since like 1948. That was really, really, really awesome. I am so glad I found that on the map and I got to check it out before I headed back to Orlando after my camping trip. Alright guys, so thanks for coming along with me on this little side trek in Santos, Florida. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. If you are, we greatly appreciate it. If you're not, hit that subscribe button. It helps our channel grow. We're also on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. And below this video, you can see some of our Wild Adventures merch. If you go to the description below, there's a link to the merch shop itself. You can get some cool merch. Like, I got my Rocket Raccoon shirt on right now for my camping. You can get mugs, other t-shirts, sweatshirts, and hats, and things like that. If you go to Facebook, you can send us a message to get your very own Wild Adventures koozie or holographic sticker. So thanks for watching. See you soon. Hey guys, it's me again. If you want to subscribe to your channel, click over here. If you want to check out some more videos, click down there. If you want to check out our cool merch shop, go to the description below and click the link. Thanks for watching. See you on the next video.